Welcome, Libra, to 12th House Tarot Reading. My name is Mouse. I am your host, and this is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising for the week of August 26th to September 1st, 2024. You know what? Welcome back, Libra. Thanks for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for subscribing and being part of this. And I want to apologize for last week's reading because I did not realize the microphone and the volume were so out of alignment and wonky, and oh my god, I didn't find out until the 12th recording. So I want to apologize. I'm going to graciously blame Mercury retrograde, and it's not the first time, it probably won't be the last. You know, life happens, things change. You know, you move the computer from one room to another and whatever, settings alter. What is going on for you, Libra? Oh my goodness, my friends. What was last week's reading? Entitled, Manifesting Your Dreams Now. Sound like a carpet commercial. Manifesting your dreams now. Wall-to-wall carpeting. I hope you are. I hope you are manifesting your dreams now. I hope that full moon that we had this past week was helpful for you. I hope you feel the shift. I know that I do as a Libra moon. I feel really empowered, motivated, and with a lot of direction, despite having a lot of directions that I go in. Little ADHD, but I like to have my fingers in a lot of pies. I like to have a lot of activities. If this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. We do a past, present, and future spread with clarifiers for each. I just use the Rider-Waite deck, and if we need further details, we have another Rider-Waite deck here and an Oracle deck that I use. Instead of going into 30 different ones, we'll just do what I do. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles, the Hermit, ooh, Queen of Swords. So what I know from this, first look, first glance, as they say, right? We have, this is like the chapter heads, and we'll go into each chapter title. The Pentacles is sitting here. He's all packed up. He's ready to go, but he's just not moving yet. And I can feel that. I get that. Well, I usually think of this as waiting for your divine guidance, like waiting to feel pulled to take action. Like we're not always, sometimes we act without thinking things through or sitting with the energy of it to say, is it time now? Is it time now? This, I would offer up that this Knight of Pentacles is going to be a great time to tap into your intuition. If you haven't already, and if you don't practice that already, please do so. And I'm sure there's a point in your life where there was a time where you said, oh yeah, I knew I should have done this and I did that instead. Had I listened to myself, had I followed my gut. So what I would like you to do is start practicing that. The sooner you can do that, the easier your life is going to be down the road. It's going to just be like, people are going to wonder, how did you get to be so lucky? And the truth is that you follow your intuition. Your higher self is that voice. You're like, how do I just discern between my intuition and some critic in my head? Well, the critic's going to be a jerk. Let's be real. The intuition is a quieter voice that we have to like strain to hear, but we know it and we feel it. And the sooner we can make a better relationship with it, it's like bringing the student from the back of the classroom to the front of the classroom so you can hear them more clearly. You're going to bring that voice to the front of the room, and it's going to be, your compadre, your friend, your, the person, the voice that you're going to know and trust. It takes practice on the little things first. And just by asking before you leave a room, is there anything else that I should know before I leave this room? And you wait for a good 10 to 30 seconds and see if there's an answer. I often find that, and it might look like, for me, like when I was leaving the house this morning to go run an errand, I was like, it's just not time yet. And I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't scrolling. I was sitting and waiting. My keys were in hand. And I'm just like, okay, tell me when do I go? And I think it was like maybe 3.5, 4 minutes before I got up and left. But that's when I felt like, okay, now it's time to go. So for whatever reason, I don't know the reason. Although when I did leave, there was a dog that was down in front of a house with a collar on, but nobody around. And as I got closer to it, it went back to its house. So maybe that was it, because it was getting a little too close to the street. So, sometimes we are part of the larger orchestration. There's been plenty of times where I've been, right place, right time for someone else, right? For their safety, for their clarification, for their needs, or whatever it might be. I've got 1,000 stories like that. Okay, maybe 82. That being said, we come over here to the Hermit then, and we are intentionally going within. We are intentionally trying to see what is this light inside of us. This is a beautiful opportunity, if you don't do it already, and I'm an advocate for it, to start meditating. Meditating doesn't mean you clear your head 100% of what you're thinking, because you will always think. This is what happens. We're able to float above our thoughts. We're able to see these thoughts drift by like leaves on a river. But there's a process, and the more you do it, just like listening to your intuition, the easier it's going to get. And you'll be able to get into your neutral zone where things won't rattle your cage as much, and you'll get the clarity that you need and desire. Speaking of clarity, we have the Queen of Swords in our next position, and she is above the clouds. She has a clear perception of everything. She is in touch with her intellectual side. The swords are air, they're intellect. This is you, Libra, you're air. So I'm feeling that you are coming into your power when you come to this card. So let's see what the clarifiers have to say, even though that in of itself is a pretty darn good reading. Sorry it took 7 minutes to get here. Look at this one's staying still. The 7 of Pentacles is staying still. Like, this gardener isn't doing diddly squat, just watching the things grow. Again, 2 blindfolded, even not moving, in a decision, but at peace. This character on the card is at peace. She's meditating. She has a meditative state about her. She is in charge of everything that's going on around her. She's very well attuned to what's happening around her. But she, again, is not moving. She is still. And then we have 9 of Cups, which seems so random to me right now, because they're happy. But I often have to say that sometimes sitting in this knowing that things are going to be amazing and wonderful for you, give us this little giddiness. Like, if you're sitting here trying to manifest your goodness and you see it starting to trickle in, like, even if you think of this one thing, this song comes on the radio, or you get this email, or whatever it is, those coincidences that aren't coincidences, those happenstances that say to you, you are on the right path. It's hard not to get this little giddiness inside. So let's see what the Hermit has to say. We have our 8 of Swords. So more swords for you, Aries, or excuse me, more, which is more air, Libra. So more air, Libra. The sword, this looks worse than it is. I would rather her be sitting at a desk trying to figure something out than bound at in the middle of nowhere here outside the castle with these swords. Because this is just what this person is doing, what the Hermit is doing. However, she's a little bit more intellectual about the process, whereas the Hermit is going more within on the spiritual aspect of it. So I would offer up, even this is clarifying this. This is saying, yes, please do that. Please go within. Head and heart is what I'm seeing here. King of Wands. The Wands are fire. With our King of Wands, we're looking at definitely a successful enterprise kind of thing. Like, you are successful. You are wow, I needed to yawn. I beg in your pardon. There is strength here with this King of Wands. Oh, and then we have the Devil. So two things. The Ram could just be the Capricorn. Okay? The Capricorn's not the Devil. It's just the ram head, okay? Secondly, the devil could be confusion. So I can see that if you are sitting here in your thoughts and trying to figure things out. But the beauty of that is that we have the Queen of Swords coming in after that, and she has all the clarification she needs. So I'm not going to worry too much about that, my friends, and I don't think you should either. Look at this. Get out of town. Everything's coming up roses, babies. You got the Sun. You got the Hangman. So don't be surprised when things start working out for you. This is what I'm getting right now. Like, things are going to work out, and sometimes we get in our own way about that. Oh, God, what do I do? Oh, my God, this is too much of a good thing. No, it's never. Don't worry. You got it. Just keep saying yes. Just keep saying yes. Just keep saying yes. Look at this. Ace of Cups. Your cup run is over. This is amazing. This is wonderful. This is the intuition that we're looking for with all these swords. This is the the feeling aspect. You have the intellect now. This is the heart. This is the feeling of it, and this is a new beginning for you. I'm really, really excited about that. This might be you trying to just decipher that head and heart thing with the Hangman. But please don't stifle yourself. Don't make yourself stop moving. Don't get in your own way. Don't set up roadblocks for yourself. No self-sabotaging. So if you know what your self-sabotage MO is, nip it in the bud. Tell people to call you out on it. Do something, anything to stop that from happening. Even if it's just self-conversation, changing the routine, whatever it is that you need to do. Set the alarm clock an hour earlier. Like, get up and like go for a walk, go for a run, go work out, go meditate, whatever. You take the shower early. Like, do something different. Journal. Light a candle. Journal in the morning. Do something before everybody else wakes up. Let's see what's on the bottom. Justice. Oh, friends. You're getting your comeuppance. This is you, Libra, with the scales. Justice. Well, the sword of justice is going to be swift and mighty. And I feel this is going to be an amazing week for you. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. If you wouldn't mind leaving me a comment, tell me what's going on for you. And in my description is my website. If you wanted to just contact me personally, there's an email and everything like that. You can be like, well, this is what's going on. But I just really enjoy doing this. And this just looks so amazing to me. Take a screenshot if you like. Know that I'll be back next week. And until then, take care of yourself. Thank you.